Bring it home indeed with the game-winning run. That would be a fantastic thing. Chris Anderson joining us from White Township, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row and the best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Well, that's a good place to start. IHS Baseball and the White Township Recreation Complex. You've had some tremendous crowds, some great ball being played there.
Yeah, it's super amazing. We had Indiana High School baseball hosted a PIAA playoff game, the first round, and man, we had hundreds and hundreds of people out there. We did a little TLC. We pressure washed the stadium, got some mulching done, just a little cleanup up there, and we were so excited to have the crowds, the food trucks. It was a really good time, and I know there's some in the community that stepped up to make it happen, and appreciate all the efforts on that.
Yeah, well, when you stop and think about the job of keeping that complex going in the summertime, especially, it multiplies because you've got all of those fields that are mowed and they're just kept immaculately. They work so hard at it.
Yeah, we had mowing, and with the rain, it was hard to get the mowers on the fields, and then we had soccer camp going on, and just a lot: mowing, line painting, fertilizer, grass seed, leaves, the stormwater. We have the construction going on inside. We're expanding a gym inside. We're doing a new pro shop, a new front counter. Just lots going on.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all improvements. It's needed. It's been delayed maintenance, but it's good. It's happening now. And
of course, up on top of the hill, things going on there too. I mean,
yeah.
You've got the soccer fields are pretty well. They're busy all the time, and the amphitheater. How's the amphitheater construction going?
So the amphitheater construction it's nothing really moving. The structure we're told will be here in August. So as soon as that structure, as soon as we get a delivery date, we have some in-house construction workers that we're going to get a dozer on site, and they're going to grade out the level area for the actual shell of the amphitheater, and then at the same time they'll grade out for the tiered seating. And then we're going to add some parking and some additional stormwater there. So that project's gonna happen, real quick. We'll have a lot of dirt moved, and the structure will go up in a few days. It's the longest part of it's going to be like the concrete work and some of the brick work.
Do you anticipate that they'll be able to actually do any events during this 2025 year, or maybe next year?
Right now, we're not planning any events because we just don't know. Just don't know. But certainly, definitely early part of next year.
Yeah, it's going to be just another great addition to the White Township Recreation Complex. You stop and you think of everything that you've done there just in the last couple of years. The work on the parking lot is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. It looked good. Yeah, it looks real good.
It really look sharp. The complex itself looks wonderful. The tennis courts are gorgeous. You've got the disc golf goes on. It seems like there's we know that there's plenty to do, but it seems like people really are embracing it and doing things there too. Mm-hmm. There's somebody there all the time.
Yeah, there's a good walking crowd out there. We tore down that house in the back, and there's still some plans there for some additional recreation space, including additional walking trails and some trails that go up over the hill there. I have in front of the supervisors coming up that we're going to be looking at an attachment for one of our Ventrac mowers to try to get some drainage installed for the soccer field. So, there's a lot that we did, and there's a lot to be done. That's for sure.
Yeah. Now inside the arena, this is the time to get things done. You got some ceiling fans going in there.
Yeah. So we have the CrossFit gym expansion, which they're in there currently doing right now. With that, there's a shift in the pro shop that we're going to scale down that size of the pro shop. We're going to have a new front counter. We're doing some HVAC upgrades, and then with that building height so tall, we've lost a lot of hot air in the wintertime that goes up. So we got these large ceiling fans they're designed to kind of push that slowly the air down, to a more comfortable level. So all that work taking place, it's a construction zone out there. So if you do happen to go out there, be careful. It's always something going on.
So all of that is going on there. The other parks, of course, within White Township, they get their regular maintenance going on as well.
Yeah, there's Kennedy King and Getty Heights, Fourth Ward, and the White's Woods up there. And we spent a lot. We've focused a lot with this spring with a lot of the baseball and a lot of the weather and the rain to the complex. So we're shifting a little bit and getting the crews out to these other parks and getting them buttoned up here for the summer and ready to go.
It's pretty exciting that so many of those parks are so used by people. They really enjoy them.
Yeah, Getty Heights Park's great. It's a great place to grab lunch on the strip there and go have a picnic table and eat your lunch there and just enjoy the park. And we have some additional picnic tables going up there in the next week or so. So yeah.
Getting away from the recreational aspect of it, there are other things happening in White Township. It is road construction season as well.
It is. We had a couple road closures the last couple of weeks, and that gets us ready for some of the final touches that our crews put on the roads before the contractor comes in to do our 2025 paving contract. And our crews typically do the subsurface drainage, any major base repairs they'll do. They'll fix any potholes and things like that prior to the contractor coming in. So right now we're working on the paving contract roads as well as the seal coating roads, and it's these contractors, they like to pave and like to seal coat when the sun shines. So we have to be ready for when they want to show up. So we're busting ours so we can get those roads ready. Street sweepers out. It's sweeping around the horn here, and then also the tractors out with the mower. We're mowing the right of ways. So there's just tons going on in the township.
Yeah, and if they're waiting for the sun to shine, well, good luck.
Yeah,
because we haven't had a whole lot of that yet this season. Hopefully that'll turn around. Your sewer crews, sanitary sewers, storm sewers, they have to be on their toes too.
Yep, and they do annual or daily maintenance on some of the pump stations. With all the wet weather we've had, they monitor the stations. The other crews are working on some spot repairs and doing some camera work and chimp it in with some stormwater camera work and repairs as well. So business as usual in the sewer world there.
Yeah. One of the things that I know that every municipality deals with is folks who get their grass and their leaves out onto the streets, and then it gets into the storm sewers. You want to avoid that.
We've when we encounter that, we do put a notice out. Our road crew, sometimes they inform us of, hey, we saw this going on, and we'll send our code officer out to look at that. But it just creates issues on the roadway, whether it be a slipping issue, whether it be a stormwater plugging issue. They can run right down to the grate and cover the grate up, and next thing you know, the water's bypassing that grate and overloading the next. So we ask that if you do get some grass out onto the roadway, just sweep it back in your yard or sweep it up and clean it up. It's a big help for everybody.
Planning Commission meeting tonight?
Yeah, Planning Commission meeting this evening, 6:30 p.m. Couple subdivisions, business as usual there. And tomorrow, 1 p.m. is the supervisors meeting, and it's always a full agenda at the supervisor level. So, a couple big meetings here coming up.
Yeah, and that daily business that goes on within a township, it might be routine, but it is the necessary stuff of running a municipality, and you got to do it. And so your crews, there goes a White Township pickup truck just past the station right now.
That's one of the sewer crew trucks. Yep.
But it's great to see that all of this stuff goes on within White Township. Of course, one of the great things about the township and the way that it is run is the finances of White Township in relation to some other municipalities in Indiana County, without Indiana County, all across the Commonwealth. I think White Township is one of the most interesting ones because it is so efficiently run. It takes an awful lot of folks to make sure that everything is being done the way that White Township wants it to be done. I think there are some folks that are really good stewards of what you're getting. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, we have a great staff. They do nice work. Watching the financials. Utilizing what we can in the Commonwealth, like a Pliget and money markets and things like that, and then also our leadership at the supervisor level. They've always been fiscally responsible. They want to be stewards of the everybody's money and just. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot to manage, and hopefully that this trend continues where we see some people coming in, building houses. The development we're seeing now is a big boost for the local economy here, and I give all the credit to the staff and to the supervisors. It makes my stuff easy when we have good people.
With all of the development that has gone on in White Township and will go on in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, I'm sure the conversations are going on right now. How do we best not just spend money, but how do we best appropriate funds and find the funds that are out there? Because you mentioned housing. Housing is going to be a really, really big need in White Township in the next 10 years or so with everything that's happening in Homer City. And there are sources out there, but it's competitive, and you have to get out there and get into the marketplace, don't you?
Yeah, and with a little bit of forefront thinking here, this last 8 or 9 months, we redid our subdivision land development ordinance, and we took some standards. We updated some standards and we lessened some standards and made a great modern document. And that allows for some development to utilize that. SAUDO come in, put a site plan together, housing plan come in to meet those requirements. Did a little bit with some of the density, so if there is some multifamily that comes in. So we that was kind of the first step, and then definitely we have with some of the 286 sewer extension, we've added the sewer into some areas that didn't have sewer, and we'll continue to update our infrastructure so the needs are there for if anybody wants to come in tie into our system, we're ready and willing to have them.
It's going to be interesting to watch as this all unfolds before us here in the next 10 years.
Yeah, it's exciting here for Indiana County, that's for sure.
Chris Anderson, White Township, of course, all of that work at the recreation complex and the various parks around White Township, that's going to pay off too.
Oh yeah,
folks coming.
Oh yeah, yep.
Appreciate your visit this morning.
Appreciate it, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Fox News next, top of the